If tranquility had a face, it might just be depicted as dusk in this small beach town of northern Sumatra. I feel like the vibe of a people, if not directly attributed to, is at the very least indicative of their environment. It's no wonder the people here were so chill.
Dua. Bravo.
Terima kasih.
President.
I don't understand. Canada.
Welcome to Indonesia.
After a relaxing ocean swim and a quick survey of my surroundings on the bike, my mind was inevitably once again drawn back to my true love, food. Seafood to be particular. So I popped into this lovely little cafe here. And they've ordered some seafood down here by the sea. And so far the Americano is lovely, and so is the honeydew melon juice. So far I've really been enjoying this adventure. The people have been so friendly everywhere I go. Food's been pretty good, simple. I'm expecting more of the same. Same with the accommodation, but the views have been absolutely spectacular everywhere. And really liberating being on the road, just with the bike. This is probably the most out there I've ever been. You know, southeastern Turkey also, I guess parts of Peru and South America, but this is really, this is probably the most. We're really out there now. I have no memory retention for any of these names because it's all completely foreign to me, all written in Indonesian, but we've ordered some type of I believe a sambal squid here. It's got a brown sauce with some sesame seeds and some peppers. And it's a breaded squid, nicely crunchy. A little bit spicy. They've got a bunch of black pepper on here, which is beautiful. I love black pepper. Just a hint of bite to it. This is excellent. All these separate dishes are like $2, by the way. It's insane. And you couldn't have any fresher seafood down here by the ocean. I always make it a point to order seafood when I'm down on the ocean like this. Best place to get it. Next, we've got a broccoli dish in some kind of a watery liquid with, that's probably just runoff from the steamed broccoli. Got purple onions and chili peppers. Nice, spicy, fresh, steamed broccoli, really simple. And then we've got the seafood fried rice with these lovely little prawn crackers. Fluffy, tasty. And a fried egg, so, you know, generally fried rice is what it is, but there are varying degrees when it comes to fried rice. So where does this one fit on the scale? Oh, it's up there. It's a bit more of a brown color, so you know they've done something. I think like a little bit sweet in here, almost coconutty, but I don't think it is. Herbs of miscellaneous unknown origin. And then some beautiful squid in here also. Onions, a little bit spicy, and a hunk of fried egg. They cooked the hell out of it. Nice, almost like Thai style. But you can tell the oil wasn't quite as hot because the bubbles haven't formed to such big bubbles. Then the sauce is like a standard chili sauce. So really good stuff here. Well, that was really, really good. I'm very grateful for that meal I just had. It was, when you're this far out, you don't expect high-level cooking. That was really good. That black pepper sauce was amazing. I got everything for about $8, and I mean, that's a beautiful squid dish, a big one, an amazing fried rice with seafood in it, a broccoli dish, a really good Americano, and a glass of fresh melon juice. That is insane value.
I'll take my whiskey on the rocks, like I like my waves when the sun sets, kinda unkept, like my locks when the wind hits, imprinted on my mind, black pepper squid from the docks. Yes, hop on my Yamaha 125, some bloody drive to the next stop, take a break, coconut hits different like an 808, nature's Gatorade fit a chop.
Well, excuse the bad sound. I didn't bring my sound stuff with me. I just thought I'd check in because the horrible karaoke going on behind me reminded me of Uncle Tony. So just thought a little comedic factor might be good for a second. Little $2 lunch, coconut, some ramen with an egg. That's nice. I'm in, where am I? Can't remember. Doesn't matter, it's nice. So I'm here in a little town called Suso. I stopped for the night. And if I hadn't got you acquainted with my bike yet, this is it right here. So I'm riding with my backpack between my knees and then the little pink bag strap over my shoulder. So I was setting up to film here and I noticed all these bats up in the tree. People are looking at me like I'm crazy all through this journey, and I think maybe they're right. Who am I to judge? So I'm here, I was here in Suso for the night and I'm driving to a place called Tepak Tuen. I plan to stay there for 2 nights so I can get some laundry done and chill out for a bit. It looks like a beautiful spot on the ocean. I'm gonna try to stay in this little ocean hotel. Everyone's looking at me. Oh yeah, and I was chilling in my hotel yesterday after a long bike ride and they introduced themselves as international police. They knocked on my door and asked to take a picture with me. They wanted it for their commander, and they asked me a few questions or whatever. So I mean, it's definitely one of these things where I'm sticking out like a sore thumb. This is very rural northwest Sumatra, which is so far off the beaten path. Like, I think the only way anyone would ever travel here is to do what I'm doing and you'd like rent a bike, or you'd have to buy the bike. People are very curious as to what I'm up to here. There comes a certain point on every overseas trip where you suddenly come to the realization that your mind is completely climatized to your surroundings and suddenly everything seems normal. I was starting to get the feeling that on this trip, it might take a little bit longer than usual. Hello.
How do you do?
I do well. How do you do?
Can you speak English?
Yeah, I can speak English.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Canada. Right.
Yeah.
Are you photographer?
I do videos.
Oh.
Do you mind being on video? It's okay? Yeah? No, I do food and travel for YouTube. What's your name? I'm Cliff.
Yes.
Jesso. Jesso, okay. I want to talk to some local people, so.
Yes,
So you are from?
I am from South Aceh.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you live here always?
Yes.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, this is a very beautiful place. I like it very much. So you say not many tourists come here?
I think sometimes many. I think. Sometimes many tourists to here.
Yeah. Oh, he's taking video now too. You like coffee?
Yeah, like. I like coffee.
Sugar or no sugar?
No.
My man. With the language barrier proving a bridge too far, I kept it brief, and after a quick photo shoot, I was back on the road. All right, another travel update here. We are in the small beach town of Tepak Tuen. I've decided to stay here for a couple of nights now. I'm gonna give you another peek inside the hotel room. This one's like 30 bucks a night, which seems definitely expensive because it's pretty scummy. I'll show you. And the scummy part's really the bathroom. It's another bucket shower. I'll show you why I'm paying what I am. As you step out the door, and this is where I'm at. So I got woken up by the sound of the waves crashing this morning, which I absolutely love. I love to go to sleep with the sound and wake up with that sound. I just stepped in something. But it's magnificent here, it's beautiful. And it's not only the ocean here, we're actually sandwiched between like a beautiful jungle mountain landscape and the ocean. And now I saw an absolutely stunning beach on the way here, probably about 25 minutes out of town. I'm gonna go find that beach, I'm gonna go for a swim and get some lunch, I think. So I'll see you there. Well, my day basically got derailed yesterday. This is not the same beach that I was talking about. I'm in the complete opposite direction. So after I was filming a little bit yesterday, I jumped on the bike and my tire had separated from the rim. So I had to go and get that fixed. And there was a bunch of police around. So that kind of sketched me out a bit because I don't have a license to be driving on these roads, but they didn't seem too bothered. They asked me a few questions about where I was going next and what am I doing and blah, blah, blah. And I kept it rolling. They fixed my tire for about 50 cents, the equivalent of 50 cents Canadian, 5,000 rupiah. But then I went to go take money out of an ATM, and much to my surprise, they apparently do not have an ATM within 10 hours of here. You either have to go to Medan or back to Banda Aceh. They said it very flippantly too. They're like, oh, you just go to the airport. I'm like, oh, is there one nearby? No, Banda Aceh. Oh, 12 hours on the bike. Okay, yeah, that's where I'm coming from. So I spent all day in like banks and Western Union and blah, blah, blah. And I finally figured that I was able to send money to myself. So I sent myself a money phone. For those older in the audience, that's a block of money so thick that you can hold it up to your ear like a phone. It's a highly inflated currency here, so I got 11 million rupiah, which is a big block of cash, and that's the equivalent of $1,000 Canadian. So that's gonna sustain me for the rest of the trip until I get to Padang. It's gonna be a couple weeks. But I believe that the next few days are going to be driving inland. So I thought, I saw this strip of beach and I thought, let's take one last dip in the ocean before we get back on the road. So I'm about an hour from Tapak Tuan. I've been driving, and yeah, we're going to hop in the ocean and then another 2 hours to the next city, of which name I cannot remember. All right, if you've made it to the end of the video, I'm assuming that you've enjoyed the content. So all I ask is that you subscribe, maybe like the video, share it with a friend or something like that. I'm putting a lot of work into these. I'm making all the music, I'm doing all the editing, writing the voiceovers, etc. So I would really appreciate it. Help me get those numbers up. Maybe we can start to monetize this thing and make it a more sustainable venture, you know, through time. And I'll keep bringing these videos. Cheers, thanks.